Welcome back to the channel everybody, and I'm back on the 9 hole trying to improve my short game, and the idea is to try and beat my record of 5 over par on this little 9 hole course. So my first ball just went off to the left, just a little bit short, so I've left myself a nice little chip to get on, and it was a terrible chip, and I've now left myself quite the putt to try and get back to save my par, but I do it. Yeehaw! Okay, and now we're on hole 2, which is a short hole. It's only about 70 yards, 60 yards, and I leave this one a little bit short, but it was dead on line, so it was a good shot. So one of the things I'm trying to improve on at the moment is my chipping in and around the green. So here's a perfect little opportunity. Got a little bit of rough to get over, and then probably 7 or 8 feet of green to play with. So I think I got my 50 degree here, just for a little bump and run onto the green. And as you can see, pretty good shot, nearly got it in the hole, but there you go, a simple little par there on hole number 2. Moving on, hole 3. Another short hole, only about 60 yards to the pin. Pretty much get it on line, left it a little bit short, but a good shot overall. And just didn't turn like I thought it would, so just a bit of a misread there, but tap it in for another par. So on to hole number 4, and this one's around 100 yards, and it's just a nice punchy shot down there. Land it a little bit on the right hand side, but leaves myself about a 12-foot putt for a birdie. So the birdie putts are there, just not sinking them. So left myself another tap in for par. On to hole 5, this one's another 60-yard hole, very short. And I just hit it left of the green. Not a bad lie, but it's not an easy chip in. I've got almost all rough with a tiny little bit of green to work with here. So the 60 degree comes out, and the idea is to get it up high and stopping quick. Which I did pretty much the opposite.
Just fatted that.
So I've managed to leave myself a 25-foot putt, or roughly about 25 foot. So this will be to save my par. It's not looking hopeful, but I nearly get it in. So looks like looks like a bogey on this hole. So first bogey of the round. Anyway, on to hole 6, and I nobble one over down on the right hand side. It kind of makes its way down towards the green, but I've got this little tree to get over, 60 degree. Managed to chip it out over the tree. I leave it a bit short, unfortunately, and I've got a bit of I'd go for a putter this time and leave it very, very short. Unfortunately, leave myself about a 5-foot putt, which I miss, and that's for a double bogey. Oh dear. So now I'm 3 over for the round so far. Okay, on to hole 7. It's a short hole, about 60 yards, and unfortunately I leave this one a bit short. It was on line, but I've now got a long lengthy putt, which is quite frankly an awful putt. I've got to try and get this back, and luckily, just goes in round the back door to save my par. Hole 8. On to hole 8, which is about a 95-yard hole, straight at the pin. Left it a bit short. I've got myself about an 8-foot putt for birdie. Oh, just didn't move. I thought that was going to turn a little bit left to right, but just didn't move. Tap it in for the par. Finally, hole number 9, which I thin way off to the right. In actual fact, I keep doing this on this hole for some reason. So this is not good. I've got a horrible chip back. I've got a tree stump next to me and roots in the ground. So I managed to get it on the green, but it's not a very good chip. So I've got a long putt to save my par back. Unfortunately, my son gets in the way of the first hit, but it's a poor putt. Look, I left it. I got about 50% of the way, and then I barely tapped it. So I end up with a double bogey on the last hole. giving me a grand total of +5 for the round. So I've matched my all-time record on the par 3 course of +5. So I'm still yet to beat it, but you never know, I might manage to do this on the next round on the par 3 course. And if you're wondering what I'm doing under this tree, that's the next video coming out. It's an 18-hole vlog, and I find myself in a few funny places and with a few dodgy shots. So hit the subscribe button and the like button if you like this video, to be and the notification bell so you can be notified when I release this next video. Cheers guys, see you soon.